Hello! Today I'll be talking about Makuhita, the first pure fighting Pokemon introduced in Gen 3. Its previous PYC dates are December 18th, 1996, October 9th, 1999, July 30th, 2002, May 20th, 2005, March 10th, 2008, December 30th, 2010, October 20th, 2013, August 10th, 2016, June 1st, 2019, and March 22nd, 2022. I most know Makuhita as running the dojo in Pokemon Square and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. Anyway, let's get into the Bulbapedia article.
Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we talk about Makuhita, the Guts Pokemon whose number is 0296. This is what it looks like. Its type is Fighting. Abilities: Thick Fat or Guts. Sheer Force is its inability. Gender ratio: 75% male and 25% female. Since it's our first one of these in Gen 3 here, I'll explain that this means it's 3 to 1 male to female. Catch rate is 180 or 33.8%. Breeding is egg group human-like, hatched on 20 cycles. Height is 3'3" or 1 meter. Weight is 190.5 pounds or 86.4 kilograms. Basic experience yield is 87 in Gen 3 through 4 and 47 5+. Leveling rate is fluctuating. EV yield is 1 and HP. Shape is that. Footprint is that. Pokedex color is yellow and base friendship is 70. Makuhita is a fighting type Pokemon introduced in Gen 3. It evolves into Hariyama starting at level 24. Biology: Makuhita is a bipedal humanoid Pokemon with a bulky build. Most of its body is yellow, but it has a black marking on its chest that extends around its neck. Its round hands resemble black boxing gloves, but its feet are yellow with 2 visible toes. On its cheeks are red, ring-shaped markings, and it has split-like eyes. On top of its head is a notch which causes it to resemble a punching bag. Makuhita is very gutsy and never gives up no matter how many times it is knocked down. Energy is built into its body each time it rises back up. Broken trees often surround its nest because it trains by slapping and slamming into them. It is known to mistake Executor for a tree and often gets flung away as a result. This Pokemon eats lots of food and gets plenty of sleep. Its vigorous training and lifestyle give it a sturdy body able to withstand any attack. It is found living and training in mountainous areas. Although initially brought from another region to Alola, Makuhita found in Alola are more famous than its region's counterparts. Makuhita and its evolved form, Hariyama, are the only known Pokemon capable of learning the move Smelling Salts by leveling up. Prior to Gen 5, Arm Thrust was one of its signature moves. Evolution: Makuhita evolves into Hariyama, so Makuhita, Hariyama. Game data: NPC appearances, Pokemon Pinball, Ruby and Sapphire. Makuhita sit to the right of the Ruby field. Hitting the button in front of it changes its stance and allows control of Makuhita's punching with the A button. In doing this, the ball is directed towards Nuzleaf and the ball upgrade. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team. Makuhita runs the dojo in Pokemon Square. Pokedex entries in Gen 3 and Ruby. Makuhita is tenacious. It will keep getting up and attacking its foe however many times it is knocked down. Every time it gets back up, this Pokemon stores more energy in its body for evolving. Sapphire: Makuhita has a tireless spirit. It will never give up hope. It eats a lot of food, gets plenty of sleep, and it trains very vigorously. By living that way, this Pokemon packs its body with energy. Emerald: it loves to toughen up its body above all else. If you hear quaking rumbles in a cave, it is the sound of Makuhita undertaking strenuous training. Fire Red and Leaf Green: it grows stronger by enduring harsh training. It is a gutsy Pokemon that can withstand any attack. In Gen 4, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, it toughens its body by slamming into thick trees. Many snapped trees can be found near its nest. Heart Gold and Soul Silver: it toughens up by slamming into thick trees over and over, gains a sturdy body and dauntless spirit. The Gen 5 Pokedex entries are Diamond, Pearl, and Platinums. In Gen 6, X is Heart Gold and Soul Silver's entry. Y is basically Fire Red and Leaf Greens, but Pokemon is now the correct casing. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, basically Ruby and Sapphire, but Makuhita and Pokemon are now the correct casing, and the short dash has been replaced by the long dash. In Gen 7, Sun: it was originally brought in from another region, but now Makuhita from Alola are more famous. Moon: their daily routine consists of training together first thing in the morning, eating and napping in the afternoon, and then more training afterward. Ultra Sun: it practices its slaps by repeatedly slapping tree trunks. It has been known to slap an Executor and get flung away. Ultra Moon: there's a rumor of a traditional recipe for stew that trainers can use to raise strong Makuhita. The Gen 8 Pokedex entry is its Diamond and Pearl counterpart. In Gen 9, Scarlet is Y's entry. Violet is Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and X's entry. Makuhita in the Alola Pokedex. Makuhita in the Paldea Pokedex. Very happy. Yeah, very much more familiar with the kind of angry or whatever, the sort of determined one, and it's kind of fun to see it happy. I like the detail. Game locations: Side game locations. Held items. Ruby and Sapphire get X attack as an in-game trade 100% of the time. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire get Black Belt 5% of the time, and X attack as an in-game trade 100% of the time. In Sun, Moon, Ultra Moon, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl get the Black Belt 5% of the time. Stats. Base stats. HP 72, Attack 60, Defense 30, Special Attack 20, Special Defense 30, Speed 25, for a total of 237. Pokeathlon stats. Type effectiveness. Damage normally by Normal, Fighting, Poison, Ground, Ghost, Steel, Fire, Water, Grass, Electric, Ice, and Dragon. Weak to Flying, Psychic, and Fairy for double, immune to nothing. Resistant to Rock, Bug, and Dark for half. Notes, if this Pokemon has Thick Fat, the effectiveness of Fire-type moves is half, and the effectiveness of Ice-type moves is half, so both would go from 1 to half. Learn Set by leveling up. 1. Tackle and Focus Energy, 4. Sand Attack, 7. Arm Thrust, 10. Fake Out, 13. Force Palm, 16 Whirlwind, 19 Knockoff, 22 Bulk Up, 25 Belly Drum, 28 Detect, 31 Seismic Toss, 34 Focus Punch, 37 Endure, 48 Close Combat, 43 Reversal, and 46 Heavy Slam. By TM, TM001 Takedown, 5 Mud Slap, 7 Protect, 12 Low Kick, 18 Thief, 22 Chilling Water, 25 Huzzah, 28 Bulldoze, 32 Swift, 35 Mud Shot, 36 Rock Tomb, 39 Low Sweep, 43 Fling, 47 Endure, 49 Sunny Day, 50 Rain Dance, 55 Dig, 58 Brick Break, 59 Zen Headbutt, 64 Bulk Up, 66 Body Slam, 67 Fire Punch, 68 Thunder Punch, 69 Ice Punch, 70 Sleep Talk, 73 Drain Punch, 83 Metronome, 83 Poison Jab, 84 Stomping Tantrum, 85 Rest, 86 Rock Slide, 87 Taunt, 89 Body Press, 103 Substitute, 121 Heavy Slam, 123 Surf, 130 Helping Hand, 134 Reversal, 149 Earthquake, 150 Stone Edge, 158 Focus Blast, 167 Close Combat, 171 Terra Blast, 179 Smackdown, 181 Knockoff, 184 Vacuum Wave, 192 Focus Punch, 204 Double Edge, 213 Coaching, and 229 Upper Hand. By breeding, Hitmonchan gives you Bullet Punch, this group gives you Counter, Lucario gives you Cross Chop, this group gives you Dynamic Punch, this group gives you Feint, this group gives you Helping Hand, and this group gives you Wide Guard. Side game data, you got all this, okay. Pokemon Ranger in the browser entry. Makuhita is small, but it has enough power to move obstacles. Shadows of Volmia. It attacks with punches and tackles. Guardian Signs. It attacks with punches. Got all this. Evolution data. Makuhita, level 24, Hariyama. Sprites, it's a little bit chunkier. A little bit, yeah, more bag-like, I guess. Not quite as tall and thin out, and a lot more yellow. Your darker yellow. This is kind of the modern yellow with the red instead of black. They heighten it up a little bit in Gen 4. Not really much changes though. The red, like this is kind of like a brownish, and now it actually becomes unifiably red. Yep. Probably change it a little bit in Gen 4. I'm going to change the colors a little bit. Or Gen 5. Full back sprite as well. The models here, kind of this kind of style model. Pretty good, I'd say. Pretty good translation. It's a lot bigger. Probably a lot of it's a lot bigger. Gen 7, not really much changes. Kind of becomes orange for the shiny. Also, it becomes pink for this. Yeah, it kind of becomes slowly more pink. You have Gen 5, and then kind of this lighter pink. That still stays red. Kind of orange, I guess, now, but yeah, we got this. Kind of goes back to kind of a darker pink, I guess, and darker everything, probably. Keeps the lighter colors, though, for the shiny. In animation, Makuhita and Pokemon the series, Sun and Moon. Brawly's Makuhita, I guess, is the big one. All these, yep. Pokedex entries, we've already recorded this one for the anime section, so we'll let Ash's Pokedex read it.
Makuhita, the Guts Pokemon. Makuhita never gives up, always getting back on its feet no matter how many times it's knocked over. Each time rising to its feet builds up energy in its body.
Pokemon Generations, Makuhita and Pokemon Generations, Running from the Storm, you're gonna write down there. Got Spoink, Shroomish, Numel, Illumise, Beautifly, Volbeat, and a Wurmple down here. Okay, got that. Okay, in the manga, Makuhita and Pokemon Ranger, the comic, Shadows of Volmia. Interesting. Okay, in the TCG. Trivia, Makuhita is the only Pokemon to be turned into a Shadow Pokemon in both Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD without the Japanese exclusive Cardi Room. Though several other Pokemon within the same evolutionary line are turned into Shadow Pokemon in both games, such as Ariados in Coliseum and Spinarak in XD. Makuhita has a lower catch rate than its evolution. Makuhita has the lowest base defense, special attack, special defense, and speed stats of all fighting-type Pokemon. All of Makuhita's base stats are exactly half the value of Hariyama's. Origin: Makuhita appears to be based on a sumo wrestler, also called a rikishi or sumotori. It also resembles a punching bag due to its plump body and top knot. The top knot may be a reference to a chanmage, a traditional hairstyle for sumo wrestlers. Makuhita's hands resemble boxing gloves, and its two-toed feet resemble geta or zori, Japanese wooden sandals. The black marking around its neck resembles a baby bib, indicating its inexperience as an unevolved Pokemon, and that sumo wrestlers need to follow a multi-calorie diet. Name origin: Makuhita and Makunoshita may be corruptions of Makushita, the third highest sumo division. Now the languages, related articles, external links, let's move on.
Now let's watch Makuhita's first scene in the anime.
Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching episode 249, Brave the Wave. In this episode, Ash Ketchum, the main characters, family companions Brock, May, and Max, as well as his faithful Pokemon Pikachu, have come to the Dewford Gym, where they have found out that Brawly, the gym leader, is about to go surfing, so they followed him to the beach, and he's about to release his Makuhita, I guess, to join him in surfing.
Makuhita! Makuhita!
Hey, what's that Pokemon?
A Makuhita!
Let's look it up.
Makuhita, the Guts Pokemon. Makuhita never gives up, always getting back on its feet no matter how many times it's knocked over. Each time rising to its feet builds up energy in its body.
So weird.
Hold it! This guy turned down my challenge just to go do some surfing? Well, not for long, because I'm gonna get him to battle me
Yeah, I would say that is Makuhita's first scene in the anime. Let's move on.
Now let's talk about the TCG. I have one Makuhita card.
It's the 7th Makuhita card design. It was illustrated by Atsuko Nishida. I love the perspective and how happy Makuhita looks. It has 50 HP. It's 3'3" and 190.5 pounds. It has two moves, Punch and Arm Thrust, the former of which isn't a move in the video games. On this card, Punch costs 1 of any energy and hits for 10 damage. In the video games, Arm Thrust is a fighting type move introduced in Gen 3. It hits between 2 and 5 times. On this card, it costs 1 fighting energy and 1 of any energy. The player flips a coin. If it's tails, this attack does nothing. If it's heads, it hits for 40 damage, and the opponent must remove an energy from their active Pokemon. Its description reads, "It toughens its body by slamming into thick trees. Many snap trees can be found near its nest." This is the Pokedex entry in Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Black, White, Black 2, White 2, Brilliant Diamond, and Shining Pearl. It's weak to Psychic for plus 10 damage. It's resistant to nothing, which is odd since it could have been resistant to Fighting, Grass, or Dark, as Makuhita is resistant to Rock, often represented as Fighting in the TCG, Bog, often represented as Grass in the TCG, and Dark in the video games. It costs 2 of any energy to retreat. In the bottom right corner, there's the Great Encounters expansion symbol. It's level 15. In the video games, it would be 9 levels away from evolving into Hariyama.
Speaking of Hariyama, I have a card for it, so we'll talk about it tomorrow. Now let's see why other people love Makuhita. Now let's look at fan art.
Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody sent in fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you familiar with the series, you might be wondering why we're on the single image, and that's because this is the only image we'll be doing today. So this is Daily Sketches, number 147 by Rye Spirit. So a bunch of these Makuhita sketches here. It seems to be from either November 5th, 2022, or May 11th, 2022, depending on how they write their dates. So you've got, we have this one kind of being proud, I guess, this one being excited, this one showing off its strength, I guess, and this one, showing off the muscles and stuff. That's very, fun. Yep. That's it. Let's move on.
Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I'll be streaming tonight at 6 p.m. CDT, Central Daylight Time, where I'll be training a Slackoth for a Makuhita. Tomorrow I talk about Hariyama. As always, this is my proper outfit. You'll see me tomorrow.